In this vlog, I'll be discussing our group project about YouTube apology videos and sort of the culture around that. The main strength of our project was definitely the script and the detail in which it described the editing process, which made editing way more easier, and in the kind of shortened time our group had, it definitely helped us out as we got a lot done thanks to the script and not having to do much research in terms of what to put in when it was already laid out in the script. Probably our biggest negative or weakness was definitely the mixing of sound, as there's some pretty kind of jarring cuts with audio, as one clip can be a lot louder than the other or a lot quieter. I think we did a good job trying to minimize it, but it's definitely still there, and it's definitely an aspect of our project that I wish was changed a little bit or spent a little more time on, I guess. I think the idea of brand culture on YouTube is pretty heavily linked with apology videos, as a lot of the time YouTubers only apologize once their sponsorships or brand deals become at risk and they may start to lose money, rather than when they're fans or when other people speak up against them. There's been a lot of YouTubers who have done something bad, but because there wasn't enough backlash, they never apologized and it just got blown over. And I think that speaks to the idea that many YouTubers only really care about the money and not really their fans or what they make. And they're more just sorry that they got caught rather than they're sorry for what their actions entailed. There are exceptions to this, but I think a lot of the bigger YouTubers definitely, their main care is the money they may lose because of their actions rather than who they hurt because of them. I think the most important idea or aspect of audio media is definitely the ability for it to completely immerse you into what it's trying to get you immersed into using just sound effects and the mixing. And you can do that for a low budget as well, which is pretty incredible compared to films, where to properly immerse an audience in most cases you need to spend a large amount of money for sets and all that. But with audio you only have to, I guess, spend money on audio you're licensing or creating the audio you're making. We tried to incorporate that into ours by turning it into almost like a presentation that's been given to a YouTuber who has been cancelled and needs to do an apology video, and we use sounds like glitching and different audio filters on certain moments to make them seem like phone calls or old recordings of certain things. One thing I learned about collaboration, which I already kind of knew, but this really hammered at home, was to make sure you communicate with each other, as my group didn't have much communication at the start due to us sort of not knowing each other compared to a lot of other groups who already sort of knew who they were with. We didn't really know each other, and there was an aspect of awkwardness, and I don't think any of us wanted to be the first one to reach out in a way, and that definitely negatively affected us, as we didn't really get anything done for a while until we actually did start communicating. But once we did, we got everything done quite fast and efficiently, so that definitely proves that you really do need to communicate with your group and make sure everyone's on the same page and doing something. Due to many issues, our group did not get a rough cut in during the rough cut week, so we didn't have any feedback to sort of build off of. However, looking at other groups' feedback definitely helped us inform our choices. One of the two of the most important ones were definitely the idea of letting the audio take a break so the audience can think about what was said and reflect on it, I guess, and let it sink in a bit more, and the importance of making sure all the sound has a cohesive balance, so the music or the sound effects don't drown out the person trying to speak. And also, I think another slight one would be the idea of not filling it with too much information base, so it's not an overload on the audience's ears and senses. But even though we didn't get a rough cut in that week, I think we still definitely learned from the other group's mistakes, which doesn't sound the best.